Yeah, I ain't really got no subjects, no specials, no rah-rah, no nothing, really. I just stopped in, tap in, you know, say what's up to my Facebook fam, you know what I mean? Fuck you doing? Yeah. I don't know, man, I've been trying, well, I've been fasting from the herbals, you know what I mean? And there's no particular reason, like no legal matters, no health scares, no anything like that. A lot of time I just try to test myself on things, and this is one of those things. And just to see could I do it, you know what I mean, if I wanted to. So, you know, it's going on like a week now. What's up, cuz? How you doing? But yeah, it's been going on about a week since I've been blowing. And, you know, like I was talking about with somebody before, there's certain things that we just do that we hold as our identity. And pretty much I was guessing I was holding that as my identity, I thought. But in further investigation of me not smoking, I realized I've really been self-medicating. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? Or I can't say. How's it going? Cause what you doing over there? Grab your little head, turn right there. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, like since I realized I haven't been smoking, man, I realized like I was really self-medicating. And self-medication is like really I've been getting into this thing like I've been getting into like learning about ADHD. And a lot of us suffer from ADHD, like undiagnosed ADHD. And you know, I come from a time when, you know, a lot of us weren't going to get diagnosed. You know what I mean? A lot of us weren't taking care of a lot of things. A lot of our parents weren't taking a lot of things for us. A lot of our parents was not in the position to take care of certain things for us as they have should, or maybe they may not have been privy to a lot of the information they could have helped us and maybe them a lot more, especially when it comes to mental health. And as much as you know what I mean, like much love to my mom. My mom did the best she could. My mom did a great job and what she could do for me. And now looking back at her, you know what I mean, maybe she was suffering from these same things that I was suffering from. You know, like ADHD. And we all look at it as like just some little bad child that just can't pay attention and can't be still and da-da-da. But, you know, it goes a lot deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, ADHD was like, played a real major part of my life. And a lot of my mishaps and a lot of things a lot of opportunities I missed, you know, through like non-diagnosing of the condition, or, you know what I mean, or like preventive measures or things to help out. You know, so by being undiagnosed, you know what I mean, maybe, well, I was seen, treated, and felt like I was lazy. And at some point, like, or I mean, like, in the early stages, you know what I mean? It just looked that way, like I was just lazy. And of course, I would just, you know what I mean? I was suffering from ADHD, so I'm constantly distracted. And I can remember having lots of hobbies and trying lots of things and not sticking to a lot of shit. You know what I mean? A lot of my friends could contest to that. Like, you know, it's a lot of things I would start and stop. And it's just because the focus wasn't there, or I didn't know how to keep the focus. Or a lot of people say, if it ain't interesting to them, then it won't be focused. That ain't really the case at all. You know what I mean? We're very interested in a lot of things. I've always been very interested in a lot of things. But holding the focus there was like kind of hard. And I never really noticed it. And there's just one aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? But along with ADHD comes depression. Debilitating depression. Like, can't move, can't get out of bed, can't get off the couch, can't stop strolling on social media. You know, things of that nature, and seeing things out of order and just not being able to do anything about it. Now, a lot of people just be like, yeah, that's lazy, because they don't suffer and they don't know. And they just be like, man, just get your ass up and do it. And it's not quite that simple for someone with ADHD. You know what I mean? Well, I found that it wasn't quite that easy for me. You know what I mean? And I really haven't been able to talk about it, or didn't know how to talk about it. Or I didn't really know there was something to talk about. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just suffered in silence and just thinking there was something wrong with me. And it was. But it wasn't nothing really wrong with me. It was just the way that my brain works. A lot of people's brain works this way. You know what I mean? I had other relatives that I know I used to go over their house, and their homes would be very messy. And, you know, they wouldn't clean up, and they just mope around the house. And other family members knew, be like, well, such and such is nasty. That's against a nasty house. And not knowing this is like real mental issues. A lot of y'all go through this too and don't just know. So it's big, and it's bigger than Adderall. You know what I mean? The Adderall just turn you to a zombie that just make you hyper focused on anything or whatever. You're not coherent. You know what I mean? And that's not healthy either. And, you know, and there are ways around it without medication. You know what I mean? A proper diagnosis is one way of dealing with it also. So, and of course I've been hearing about it. I've been seeing videos about it. So it made me, what's happening with you? How you doing? But a lot of these videos, they dive deep, and I did a couple little readings, and ADHD is very present in my life. It's very present, a part of who I am. And also, I mean, it's not always a handicap. Sometimes ADHD can be a superpower. For a lot of people who know me, like, I can hyper focus on shit. I can learn shit like that. You know what I mean? Like tattooing, I learned that shit on my own just by looking, because I can hyper focus. Even the way I tattoo now comes from like ADHD. Like, I give a lot of trained artists hell, they're crap now. I don't know, you know what I mean? But these are a lot of seemingly normal people, but they just don't learn as fast. I did. You know what I mean? That was my superpower with ADHD. But it also, I mean, to back up a little, I was diagnosed with depression. Because I did try to see what, like, I knew something was going on with me. And me, like, want to get my body in shape, want to get, like, start being healthier. I started trying to take a handle on my mental health. And you know, they ask you the same questions when you go to these doctors, and they be asking you shit like, you feeling down? How many days out of the week you feel sad? Woo, 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 woo. And they either just brush you off in having depression or having anxieties. You know what I mean? And I knew I had both, because, you know, a lot of times I get very excited, and, you know, I can feel it in my body. I can feel my body just rush with adrenaline out of nowhere, and I know that's anxiety. But what they don't tell you, ADHD carry both of those aspects together. You know what I mean? Those are both components of ADHD. And now I haven't been smoking for a week. I've been off medication. And oh my God. And now that I look back over my life, I can't think of like days or weeks that I went without smoking. You know what I mean? Like, if you on the outside looking in, you would just think somebody's a hype. And if you look at our community nowadays, man, like that's all we do as a whole. And I mean, like, yes, this video is about me, but it's more than about me. It's about things that we should look at as a community. Now, I would like to dive deeper into like what causes ADHD, but I know we all go through a lot of those things that causes ADHD in the community. And if you look at the rate of, I don't want to say drug abuse because it depends. I want to say, if you look at the rate that we self-medicate, there's a lot of mental issues going on that's not addressed. It's not properly diagnosed and just quite swept under the rug and just think that the drug is just, thank you, cuz. It was just on my heart to speak about it. But a lot of us just go on thinking that, shit, I gotta have my blunt today. God damn. I need a drink. And then so many things we use to self-medicate become an addiction. So the whole mental health thing we're already dealing with is there, but it's an underlying thing to this addiction we got, which is another mental health. So, I think we need to look at the base of it, which I think ADHD, and there's other little small things that's involved, but I think ADHD plays a very big part in a lot of people's lives and they don't know it. Or any other mental health and they don't know it. They just don't go get diagnosed. And I'm not saying we should all go get diagnosed and get these medications pumping so we get off the street pharmaceuticals, because in most cases, the street pharmaceuticals are a lot more better, I will say. Marijuana is a lot more better than Adderall to me. If you ever fuck with an Adderall, you would know this. Because Adderall ain't nothing but a fucking X pill, which is another form of methamphetamine. You know what I mean? And it affects people different. Either you're really goddamn focus on some shit or you just focus on some shit. You know what I mean? I've been geeked, so I know the fucking difference. You know what I mean? So, and which is all toxic for our bodies and brains, because those things crosses over the blood barrier in our minds, which destroys brain cells and brain functions and things of that nature. So, but I think one of the main motivations of I'm starting to see these symptoms for what they are. You know what I mean? Like, by not self-medicating. Because, I mean, like, I didn't know I was self-medicating. I just thought, like, you know what I mean? We stressed today, so we want to smoke a blunt today. You know what I mean? It's all in the rhythm and rhyme. But a lot of times the rhyme don't have a reason. You feel me? So now I'm learning the reason behind the rhyme. And I'm feeling it, you know what I mean? And another saying that I heard, you can't heal it until you feel it. And boy, I feel it. You know what I mean? Like anxiety is like through the roof at times. And a lot of times it just me simply talking about some shit. And I'm reliving the moment as I talk about it. And I can feel like my muscles burning in my shoulders and my hands, and like I want to punch some shit down. You know what I mean? And that's an anxiety. You know what I mean? It's a fight or flight mode. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like I'm in the moment of battle, but I'm alone. I'm talking to a loved one, and I got these urges going on. So these are a lot of things that I've been, you know what I mean? I've just been keeping numb through self-medication. And again, I'm glad it didn't go to the point where I went and got medication or prescription for medication, and I started on medication. Because if anybody know anything about antidepressants, like, oh my God, the side effects. Like, I started trying to take, like, I had a prescription and I dove into it, but no, someone said, like, have you read these goddamn side effects? And I'm like, no, actually I didn't. Because, a lot of times we just be trusted in the white folks in the white coats. So when I read into one of the side effects of antidepressants was ED, erectile dysfunction, I was out. I was done. No. No. I am not taking nothing to go fuck with that. You feel me? And who the fuck is walking around this bitch happy with a limp dick? That's a crazy motherfucker walking around just with a noodle. Fuck no, bitch. I was out. But, you know what I mean? But there's other side effects that come along with certain medications, certain companies, because they don't really give a fuck. It's about a buck. You know what I mean? So, because I was even talking to my psychiatrist, and I was telling him, like, how much I smoke. And he was like, you want to help me so I don't smoke so much. And then, that could be bad and cost effective. And then he started discussing medication, and I was like, wouldn't that be cost effective? Like, I'm just saving money from not buying marijuana just to buy my medication. Long story short, he didn't really like talking to me because I had real questions for his goofy ass. But I digress. So we all need to get a handle on our mental health as a whole, as a community. You feel me? Because if you look at all these young men that's crashing out, all these young men that, they on the perks, they on the lean. And I've been there, bro, like, double cut me up. Downers, bro, that shit used to be like the real antidepressant killer. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? But, I wean myself out to more just regular things and just regular marijuana. But at the end of the day, that's still self-medication. And you can self-medicate all you want, but until you actually deal with that shit, you're not dealing with it. You know what I mean? I don't care how much you stay up on your meds. I don't care how good your meds work. You're not fucking dealing with it. You know what I mean? You're running from it. Every time you got them go pop that pill on schedule, on time, you're running from the actual root problem. And I get it. A lot of us don't think that we're strong enough to actually deal with this shit. That's why we seek substance. You know what I mean? A lot of times that substance ain't just a substance. It could be a thing. A lot of it could be gambling. A lot of it could be sex. A lot of it could be stealing. A lot of it could be... But it all boils back down to the ADHD. That's my point. When we doing these coping mechanisms, we getting dopamine hits, which these other things that we're using for coping mechanism becomes other addictions. Like, it's a crazy cycle. You know what I mean? And the people who's causing these symptoms in our minds and these deficiencies, you know what I mean? They just sitting back laughing. You know what I mean? Because it was a plan and it's working beautifully. And you know what I mean? And the same people who make the plan for us to have these mental conditions, same people put the money behind the music we listen to. And I'm not just talking about rap. I'm talking about R&B, country music. That's some of the most sad and the depression, the shit, to drink a beer and get over your problems ass shit. You know what I mean? But we dealing with society, but we're not really dealing with ourselves from the inside out. We trying to go from the outside in. You know what I mean? We trying to put shit in our bodies to deal with shit instead of going within and working within this shit. You know what I mean? And I've been into meditation, and meditation helps a lot. I don't care who you are, meditation will deliver. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of clutter going on in there. That's why a lot of us run from meditation, because your mind is still, I can't clear my mind. It's not about clearing your mind. It's about dealing with the clutter, the chatter, the overactive mind. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all deal with overactive thinking, but y'all call it overthinking. You know what I mean? And not realizing that's really a goddamn mental condition. What's up, Ash? How are you, lady? But yeah, we gotta start. At least one way of dealing with a problem is recognizing that you have one. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the drugs turn to egos and ego turn to obstacles in our way. And we don't deal with it. You know what I mean? I'm not an alcoholic. Shit, I ain't got no drinking problem. I drink freely. You know what I mean? Well, I gotta have my chicken. You emotionally eating. A lot of times even it's the food. That's why you gotta have your chicken. You want something that's crunchy. Even that crunching stuff is a coping mechanism. Y'all gotta start researching this shit. You ain't gotta take my word for it. If I'm dropping the jewel to you, it's a seed for you to go follow. I'm pointing you to the water. I'm not gonna lead you to the water. I'm just gonna show you where that motherfucker at. It's up to you to take your ass over there to drink it. Okay? So a lot of, like, even though if you don't do drugs, you dip snuff, you smoke cigarettes, you know what I mean? You're like fried food, you overeat. You still getting dopamine hit. You still doing dope. That's what dope means. Y'all gotta realize dope means dopamines. You want dopamines. A lot of times your brain just don't know how to deal with certain shit and it shuts down and it gets bored and it gets very desolate and you want to pick me up. So you need a dopamine hit. So a lot of times you don't do shit to the last minute and it puts you in a rush. Now you got a dopamine hit. Arguing, conflict, dopamine hits. We all gotta get a handle on our own mental health and quit bleeding on everybody else. I've bled on a lot of people. I've bled on a lot of people, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But, you know, until you know, don't know. And knowing, and like G.I. Joe said, and knowing is half the battle. Which is good. You're halfway there. Once you know, you can start working on shit. You know what I mean? So hopefully a lot of y'all that's listening to this, you know what I mean? I can't save the world, but, you know, I can save a few people. People who want to listen, you know? I don't know why I'm on here, man. Like I said, I just know, like, I'm sober as fuck. You know what I mean? I ain't smoked in like almost 2 weeks now. And this is self-volunteering. You know what I mean? I just want to dive deep into my own mind and test myself. I want to see who was stronger, me or the substance. And hell, I started eating meat within a day. I haven't eaten meat since 2016. I haven't eaten, well, knowingly ate cheese or egg or dairy since 2021. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and this is not that I'm better than anybody. I'm just better than I used to be. You know what I mean? Like the other day, like I was telling my partner, like, yo, I'm not smoking right now. I'm taking a lead. I'm taking a lead off that shit. I'm fasting off of smoking. He was like, you know, he rolled the blunt. Oh, my bad, dog. I didn't mean to. I'm like, nigga, I'm good. I mean, I'm doing me. This is me. I'm doing this to myself. You cannot tempt me into something that I set for myself. You know what I mean? Like, even when I stopped eating meat, my bad, bro, I don't mean eat the goddamn meat, bro. Like, nigga, I ain't that addicted to fucking meat. You is. That's why you slobbing it down. I'm good. You know what I mean? So, I challenge myself. And I challenge you to challenge yourself. You know what I mean? I challenge you to be a better you. Not compete with me. Not do what I do. You know what I mean? You got to start on your own journey, nigga. I can't tell you where to go. But we all need to get on our own path and stop following each other down that rabbit hole of goddamn destruction. This is hell right here, nigga. Heaven is in here. You know what I mean? Oh, and another thing, bro. Y'all, fam. Since I haven't been smoking, man, I've been dreaming like crazy. Like, this shit been wild, bro. Like, I dream like fuck now since I ain't been smoking. Like, this shit is wild, like, and I can remember the dreams. Like, and I'm there, you know what I mean? I'm communicating with people. I see the people. I wake up and I still can remember shit. Like now now I wake up and I can write my dreams down. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this shit's wild, man. Like before I was barely dreaming. I know back before, like, when I was just normal 38 hot, when I was just normal Trey, trap nigga, rap nigga, you know what I mean? Still fly, still fresh, still making money, still getting to it. I never dreamed it. You know what I mean? I was so full of drugs and medicating myself to distract myself from what was going on, bro. Like, I was so full of toxins, I never dreamt. But since I've been off the meat and off the toxins, off the weed, and off the alcohol, well, I've been off the alcohol. I ain't drunk in years. Like, every now and then I might drink some wine and then for a special occasion, but that's far and few. But since, like, this past week I ain't been smoking, man, I've been dreaming like crazy. And, you know, I be on my spiritual shit, so I don't think dreams are just goddamn coincidences, just anomalies inside the brain. I believe there's different dimensions. You know what I mean? Like, and dimensions are not like here, everything is on top of each other. There's different dimensions inside of you. We all carry universes inside of us. So when you break free inside of you. Your soul is free. So, like, I know these places I've been going, like shit's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm just sharing my experience with the world, with my Facebook fam. Cause I know a lot of times people get on Facebook and just spread all their damn business. A lot of times people ain't got no fucking body to talk to. Y'all ever think about that? You know what I mean? A lot of times people just get on here and say shit or type shit because they want to release shit. You know what I mean? So, if you ain't listen to me, fuck you. You know what I mean? Think I'm talking about some bullshit. Hey, y'all know me. Why fuck you? But you know my fam, I know y'all listening to me. And this is just a conversation with family. I'm glad to see it. Double Jizzle. What's up, my nizzle? Yo, we got a dope project coming out, me and my homie, bro. I'm working on another one of these videos. We can start working on these short films, creating content, you know what I mean? Just trying to keep motivated and keep going. So shout out to Double J. But yeah, man, I don't know why I'm here again. Like, honestly, I'm talking to fam, bro. I'm talking to my Facebook fam. What's up, Mendy? Peace, God. Yeah, man, like, I don't know, man. I'm not telling y'all to stop smoking weed. I'm not trying to tell y'all to stop drinking. I ain't never tried to force y'all to stop eating meat. But this is me having a conversation, sharing my experiences. And I'm dealing with the real me. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with the real God. The God within. I can hear him clearly now. I can feel her clearly now. I can feel her more now. I can see her more now. And it's not in church. You know, I know it's cool to put on them little suits, rub them little hands across your head, ladies. I get it. You know what I mean? It's fellowship. You know what I mean? A lot of times we need that. Some Negroes ain't got no moral compass in them. They need church. So I ain't trying to take everybody out of church. Some of y'all niggas need that shit. Please go. Some of y'all need to stay the fuck there. Keep your ass in church. Because a lot of you don't have moral compasses anyway. So churches is for niggas who really don't have moral compasses. But us who really do have moral compasses, we don't really need that shit. I don't need that shit. Hey, auntie, I love you too, auntie. My moral compass sometimes is my goddamn. My moral compass sometimes is my weakness. Because I just generally want to be, you know, not of a detriment. You know what I mean? So, this is just part of my spiritual journey. You know what I mean? And I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this up. Like I said, I just stopped smoking weed for the fuck of it. There's no medical problems. There's no legal problems. There is nothing that I just wanted to do it. Nigga, I might start back tomorrow. I might start back next week. It might be next year. I might even go back to it. I don't know. You know what I mean? But don't know, it's a trip dreaming now, man, and I'm enjoying the fucking dream. This shit's crazy. I mean, I seen some shit in my dream that just ain't peaceful, but you know what I mean? I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing other things. I enjoy seeing how far my brain, my mind can expand. Some of y'all can't deal with that shit, bro. Some of y'all mind is very tormented, and I get it. I get it. You know, I haven't faced things that some of y'all haven't faced. So no, shit I'm saying don't make sense to y'all. Y'all running from shit. You know what I mean? But you gotta stop running. You cannot heal it if you don't feel it. I repeat, you cannot heal it if you don't feel it. You cannot heal the pain if you don't feel the pain. So, you know what I mean? Even down to the cigarettes, nigga. Even down to that tobacco. That nicotine, that's a drug. It's giving you a dopamine hit because of whatever stress you got going on. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna play the game that my drug is better than your drug. Okay? A lot of y'all like to do that. You know, he like to smoke that weed. Yeah, you know, nigga be on them perks. You know what I mean? Old drunk ass nigga. No, nigga, it's all drugs. If you out here fucking out of both pant legs, bitch, you getting a dopamine hit from the dick you getting. You addicted to the sex. As soon as you get off from work, you renting up the goddamn big shit to get that goddamn fried chicken. You want that crunch. It's a dopamine hit. Kiki hee hee, but I'm telling you some true shit. Like I said, I'm gonna show you where the water at. I ain't got time to lead you nowhere. I'm on my own mission. I can't lead you to the water. I'm just gonna show you where that bitch at. You go over there and look at it. Do your own research, okay? But I know, man. A lot of time we speak from our heart, bro. It sounds like music. It sounds like the truth. You know it's the truth. I ain't gotta sit here and prove nobody whether I'm lying or telling the truth. I'm speaking from my soul, so your soul gonna recognize it. That's one motherfucker you can't lie to. I don't care who you are. You can't lie to yourself because yourself lies to soul. You can't lie to your soul. Your soul recognize the truth when they hear it. You can hear a motherfucker talking, overhear a motherfucker talking in a whole other conversation. And if he speak truth, you gonna feel it. Because your soul gonna recognize it. So that's why my life is like it is. I'm talking to your soul right now because I'm speaking from mine. Like I said, I don't even know why I even hit live. I was just bored. And you know, spirit moved. The God in me said speak. I'm speaking. So, I don't know, man. Whoever needed to hear this, I hope this reached you. And I hope I connect with you. You know what I mean? And I hope this sends some people on a whole nother journey. I don't even want to hear it. You know what I mean? I ain't got to hear it. I honestly don't want to hear it. I'm not looking for any validation. This ain't for me. I'm not looking for nobody to even come and be like, no pats on the back. You know what I mean? I'm just truly just giving from my soul because some people don't. It was just like me. Strolling on the internet one day and I just found some information that just hit my soul. And I couldn't stop listening. Because my soul was hearing it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? We gotta get on top of our mental health. We all suffered trauma in our childhoods. Look into shadow work. You gotta do your shadow work. This will help with a lot of your traumas. Because a lot of us had shit done to us when we were children. And that's what make your trauma. Most everybody's trauma happened to them as a child. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into what people do from traumas, from childhood traumas, but y'all got everything. Hey, look. We all not perfect. We didn't come from perfect people. That's the only way we can put it. We didn't come from perfect people. We're not perfect, so we know we didn't come from perfect people. And there was some fucked up people that done some fucked up shit that caused trauma in some of our childhoods. I will say that. They was less than perfect. They was so fucked up, like death, nigga, death. I mean, but at the same time, maybe they had trauma that make them fucked up. I digress, you know what I mean? I'm always goddamn self-reflecting. Maybe that's just me being judgmental. Maybe that person that touched your little cousin, maybe he was touched. Maybe that woman was touched. That made her touch that little boy. You know what I mean? We're all dealing with trauma, man. You know, so, man, I wish y'all the best, man. I love y'all. So, do your own research, man. Hey, look, the water's over there. Go find it. Have a